Hey, late starters. Do you want to sell a product but aren't sure how to get started actually selling it? Maybe you have a product idea, but then you're not sure what the next step is. In today's episode of Quick Fix Friday, we're going to dive into tools you need to sell a product. Hello, dreamers. Welcome to the Late Starters Club, giving you the inspiration, mindset, and tools you need to start something midlife and beyond. Remember, it's never too late to follow your dreams. First, a word from our sponsor, me. Are you feeling stuck in your business and aren't sure how to grow? Or maybe you're starting something new and just really don't know what strategy is going to work best for you. Well, then you might need my one on one coaching and consulting. I've personally helped businesses grow to the six-figure mark and seven-figure mark. Whether it's really diving into your ads and seeing what's wrong, giving you hands-on specific advice, or it's just taking a look at your overall strategy and giving you some recommendations for moving ahead. Just go to AndreaVall.com and go to the Consulting and Coaching tab for more information and packages that fit your needs. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. So maybe you have a product idea, you've already got things started, you know there's a need in the market, but how are you going to actually sell that product? Well, there's different outlets that you can use, and you have to think about what kind of method you're going to use to sell that. One would be your own website. You would set up a website. Maybe you set up something that's just a WordPress website and you have some sort of shopping cart software like Thrivecart that will actually sell that product and actually take the money. Another method would be using something like Shopify, which is kind of an all in one tool that allows you to create that website and shopping cart system very easily together. But both of those methods require you to really attract the eyeballs to that site, which is great and a lot of times fairly profitable if you can get enough eyeballs and enough interest on your product. So you would maybe use something like pay-per-click ads, maybe you would do some organic social media marketing, maybe you have an idea for how you're going to get the word out about that new product, and that's great. But maybe you want a built-in audience where you're going to produce that product and then have eyeballs that are kind of built in for you, like a site like Amazon or Etsy or Zazzle. Those sites already have people looking for things to buy and have methods for getting your products in front of possible potential customers. Even things like Facebook Marketplace or eBay could be viable options for you. Another option for you could be like a wholesaler, where you're going to sell it to someone in bulk, just like Lori Crete did in episode 55, where she was working on getting her Spa Star wrap into hotel chains. And that does take a little bit of salesmanship as you're making those relationships with the people who are in charge of the spas. She luckily already had some relationships being an esthetician, so she could do both her own website and some wholesaling into other places. Another thing to consider is using someone else's audience by offering affiliate commissions on your product so that you can use other people's audiences, give them a commission for selling your product, and sell a lot of products at once. Typically, this is better for a higher price product because people may not be interested in $2 commissions on a $4 product. You also have to keep in mind the cost of goods sold for you because things are definitely different when you're talking about digital products that don't have a lot of cost to them versus a physical product that definitely does. There's lots of considerations when figuring out where you can sell your product. And I think a big thing is just doing some testing. You could even test the market ahead of time, see if you're getting some pre sales on the product to see what kind of interest there is out there before you go and launch your product big and invest a lot of money. Hey, want to buy my product? If you are considering selling on Amazon, I want to give a shout out to my friend Steve Cho, who has a blog called My Wife Quit Her Job. I'll have the link in the show notes here. And he covers a lot of things about selling on Amazon, has a ton of great resources and a great podcast about this as well. What I love about selling a product is that anyone can set up a store and do this. It's way easier than it used to be before, and there's lots of great options. So, if you have an idea, get out there, don't be afraid, give it a try, and happy selling. Hope that was helpful, and make sure you grab the free guide, Top Tools for Late Starters, on the website at latestartersclub.com. And let's turn dreaming into doing.